Mark Zuckerberg, the chief executive of Facebook, says that he strongly disagrees with a leaked memo from 2016 written by a top executive at the company. Well, the memo, which was first published by the Buzzfeed news website, described what it called the ugly truth that anything it did to grow Facebook was justified. Well, in this leaked memo, Andrew Bosworth apparently wrote that connecting people can be bad if they make it negative. Maybe, he writes, it costs a life by exposing someone to bullies, or someone dies in a terrorist attack coordinated on our tools. He goes on to say that we will still connect people, and anything that allows us to connect more people more often is de facto good. Let's talk to Ryan Mack, senior technology reporter for Buzzfeed, who broke this story. He joins us from San Francisco. You received this memo. How did you receive it and when? Because, of course, it was written 2 years ago.
Right. I can't say how I received it. I received it earlier this month. And like you said, it's almost 2 years old now that this thing was published for Facebook employees.
Andrew Bosworth is saying that he was being provocative in what he said. It is highly provocative, but should we be concerned if he is stimulating debate? Should we be concerned by what he says?
So it's interesting viewing those comments because they came shortly after we published the story. He said something to the extent of, I didn't agree with what I wrote even when I wrote it, which was a kind of interesting take. But what's interesting about this memo is that for so long, Facebook has said that Facebook is really the best place for people to connect, for the whole world to connect, whoever you are. And they really haven't expressed this idea publicly that they're grappling with all the fundamentally bad things that could happen on their platform. This memo shows that they were thinking about those things even back in June 2016, that fundamentally bad things, whether that's the organization of terrorism plots or suicides by bullying, could happen on its platform, and it's quite telling.
And this is the type of memo that would have gone to the whole company, to all employees, would it?
Yeah, it was a post set to employees only, and as I understand it, there was quite a bit of debate in the comment section as well of that post. It caused quite a stir, I believe. And a lot of people didn't agree with it, even at the time when it was posted within the company.
But it's only come out now. That's quite interesting. Why do you think that is?
Well, Facebook, like a lot of technology companies, has a culture that frowns upon leaks, frowns upon internal information getting out into the public. And these cultures are very protective of what they say internally. And they've kind of bred their employees to act in certain ways. So this is kind of one of the first cracks we've seen in Facebook's armor in quite some time.
Ryan, you broke the story. There is quite a lot in this memo. What really stood out for you?
For me, I mean, I've covered Facebook for a long time, along with my colleagues, and you don't really get the kind of bluntness publicly from a lot of Facebook or even technology executives in general. Most people here think technology is a force for good, and they'll say that publicly over and over and over again. You don't really get that understanding that technology can also, just as much bad can come from the good. And that's what was kind of eye-opening, the idea that Facebook, again, could be used for organizing terrorism plots was quite alarming to me.
We've got to leave it there. We're out of time. But Ryan Mack, thank you very much for bringing that to us. Ryan Mack from Buzzfeed, who broke that story. And of course, we've got much more on that on our website, so do have a look at that.